Okay, what I've done here is draw all of the three graphs of y equals f of x, and we start in the first diagram with having to draw the new graph y equals f of x plus 3. So what would this do to any graph? Well, if we took the graph here of f of x, let's just trace over it again as best as we can. Okay. What this will do is it will take this graph and it translates it, pushes it upwards by 3 units. We're adding 3 units to every y value that we originally had. So what is going to happen is this graph is going to move up by 3 units, translate upwards. So you're going to get something looking like that. So we also need to mark in, we're told, the maximum turning point where m goes to. Well, it's clearly going to be this point here, so its x coordinate is going to stay exactly the same, but the y coordinate of 4, we're just going to add 3 more to it, so it's going to take us up to a new point. We'll call it m dash if you like. M dash is at 2, 7. Okay, well that's that graph. Now when it comes to part B, we've got to draw the graph of y equals the mod then of f of x. And what does this mean? Well, it means that all our y values must be positive. And you can see that for this part of the graph, just down to this point here, all these y values are above the x-axis, they're positive. So this part of the graph is going to stay exactly the same, so we'll just trace over it here, okay, as best as we can. But for this stretch here, these y values are negative, and so we've got to make them positive, and what you get is a reflection of this part of the graph in the x-axis. So we're going to get something looking like that. Okay. As for our maximum stationary point here, m, is going to be exactly the same value, 2, 4 then. And in this last part, C, we're asked to sketch the graph then of y equals f of the mod of x. And what does this do to any graph? Well, it takes the portion to the right of the y-axis, that's this portion here. We'll just sketch over the top of it, okay, something like that, okay, and what it does, it reflects this part of the graph in the y-axis. So when we reflect this green part in the y-axis, you're going to get something looking like this, so we get a kind of M shape, okay. And as for the stationary points, well, we've got m at 2, 4 there, we've got another point there, it's going to be m dash if you like, its coordinates will be -2, 4. Okay, well I hope that gives you some idea then of how to sketch those graphs under those various transformations.